All right, so we ended up getting some dev notes on the global side of things. I'm pretty sure JP got them as well. And with these dev notes, there's a lot of information that they gave us just regarding the future updates that they plan to release, the brand new Labyrinth mode. So there's actually a little bit of stuff in here that's pretty interesting. Now, with dev notes, they usually end up promising things and then they don't deliver. So hopefully they end up actually fulfilling the promises that they make. So we'll see what's going on, but I'll go ahead and I'll just go start with reading it. Hello, this is Director Ku of the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross team. It's been a while since the last developers note. As you all know, we've been presenting our developers note at the end of each month. However, with various notices like update notices and official announcement simultaneously opening up at the end of the month, we decided to release the developers notes at the start of each month from now on. Okay, so at the start of each month, we're going to be getting these. Now, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. Keeping us consistently updated. I like that. Okay, the main reason for rescheduling the dev note is that instead of repeating what's stated on the confirmed updates, okay, it's a good start. We want to inform you of our future plans regarding updates and what we have in mind. Therefore, the dev note will now focus more on what is being developed and how the team plans to reduce new contents. That being said, let's dive right into this month's dev notes. Okay, so right off the bat, I do like this. I did cheat. I looked over it a little bit before I actually started recording, and it seems like they are actually trying to improve. I did mention this, I think I mentioned this in a stream that I was doing. They are trying to improve, and I can definitely see the effort that they're putting into it. They are trying their best to make the game better, but there's just certain things that they do that really hurt the player base a little bit. Like, for example, the level 100 update, I think personally it released too soon. I think they should have just leaned into it instead of just giving it to us just all outright. But that's one thing that hurt. The progression system. A lot of new players, man, they get turned off by the game because there's just too many units. There's too many units, man. So we'll see what they do with that, but let's go ahead and let's just keep going. So difficulty adjustments to the demonic beast. Ever since the release of the third new beast, Skull and Hottie, through the update in early July, many knights have been scavenging for strategies to defeat the beast. Listen, I'm gonna be real. They need to really look over these beasts. They need to, I don't know, they need to optimize it. They need to nerf them. I have no idea, but I think that they really messed up with Skull and Hottie. I'm not even trying to complain right now. It just genuinely, there is too much for Skull and Hottie. You need a unit to make you immune to ignite, so you need Freyr or Grim Alaska. Let's just start off right there. You absolutely need them. Then you also get randomly frozen. You need to kill both Scotty and Skull and Hottie at the same time. It's just crazy. Like, it is actually insane. So I think they really do need to look over this beast again. So, however, we are aware of the fact that many of you are still having a hard time figuring out how to defeat the beast in the previous demonic beast battles. I mean, like the Big Bird and Antler Demon, they've been out for a very long time. Is it going on a year since the Big Bird was released? Yeah, I think so. I mean, the Big Bird is not that tough anymore. I mean, a lot of free-to-play players might have trouble with it. True, but for the most part, you can beat it as long as you think. And there's so many guides on it too. Like, there's just so many guides on both the Big Bird and Antler Demon. So, me personally, I think that. I don't know. I think that this might be a little bit of an overstatement, but then again, I could be wrong. It is true that the demonic beast battle was intentionally developed to be the most difficult PvE content there is, obviously. So we feel that adjusting the difficulties goes off tangent from what we initially intended. Okay. Interesting. So they seem like they don't want to adjust the demonic beast battles often, is what they just said here, because they don't want to go off track. because they initially intended it to be difficult, which is fine. It can be difficult, but Skull and Hottie seem like it's impossible for the most part to beat floor 2 without certain ultimate levels and stuff like that. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Nevertheless, we do feel the need to improve our system after witnessing our knights having to restart the battles due to the current issues with passives or random effects. Therefore, we changed the random effect remove buff in the second phase of the second floor of the Antler Demon, along with the revive in the fourth phase of the second floor of oh, not the Antler Demon, Big Bird, the Big Bird. And then this is, oh, okay, so they removed it in the second phase, so he no longer removes buffs. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Okay, nice. And then the revive passive on the second floor of the Antler Demon is changed, but we already knew that. We already knew the Antler Demon wasn't nerfed, but this is cool too. Okay, that's pretty nice. I mean, it wasn't like the biggest thing in the world, but okay, they changed it. Nice. We will continue to adjust the content to allow our knights to steadily and repeatedly clear the demonic beast battles. It will certainly be better for those of you who grow your heroes and have mastered the strategies. Okay. Anything else really important, especially with the so they're just talking about adjustments. They're talking about how the color wheel, especially because you have to attack in a certain pattern, they want to, you know, adjust the specs of that. Okay, nice. Nothing here. So yeah, it's pretty much just talking about strategies, adjusting the demonic beast and stuff like that. All right, so this is big. New content development. So you guys remember in the last dev notes, we actually got word that they were going to release a new PvE content, Underground Labyrinth. Now, they plan to release this, I believe they said after the 3rd anniversary, but I don't think they stated a specific time. Now, we do have an idea of when they want to release it, and it looks like they want to release this in August. So in August, they said they want to release it. I think it's nice that they're taking their time, because if they do this right, it could be big, right? It could be huge. So I'm glad they're taking their time to release it instead of just throwing it out right away after the anniversary. Because remember, we had that goddess versus demons mode, and it has never came back at all. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's go. Let's keep reading. So Underground Labyrinth, the development direction was first introduced through the 3rd anniversary dev note. The basic infrastructure is somewhat complete, okay, and is now in the process of adjusting specific balances and fun factors. So like I said, this is good. They're adjusting, you know, certain things. They're making sure it's complete. Yes, I would much rather them take their time to work on it, go slow, whatever the case may be, instead of just throwing it out there, you know, being fast, not being complete, it's just being a hot mess. I'd rather them just work on it now and, you know, take their time to adjust specific things. I like that. That's pretty cool. The Underground Labyrinth is a PvE content where you clear randomly generated block-like stages to grow your heroes and select/use blocks with various effects to form effective strategies. Okay, so if you guys play modes like for example in Dislight has a mode, it's like I think it's like a cube mode or something like that, where you actually pick your team and you fight different combinations of characters, right? You fight them, and then you're able to get these runes, and these runes can help you because they're buffs, so they allow you to progress. You get rewards and stuff like that. So it could be something like this, but it could not. It could be something completely different, but it sounds like it's similar. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But then it says the content isn't limited to your hero's growth progress, and various devices will be implemented in the stages to open up the possibility of multiple strategies. Okay, we're making sure that the knights who are starting the game could also easily enjoy the Underground Labyrinth. Okay, so they want to make this pretty much beginner friendly. I don't know how I feel about that. if there's different difficulty stages, okay, it could be okay. Like if you can choose like you can choose the difficulty, it'll be like, I don't know, normal, you know, like normal, hard, extreme, hell, whatever. It wouldn't be too bad then. I think that'd actually be pretty fun, you know, if there's multiple various fights with growth strategies and possibilities and whatever, and then you have, you know, your difficulties like normal, hard, extreme, and hell. That'd be pretty interesting. I do like that. But we'll see what happens when they actually release it. Hopefully they don't make it a one mode thing or a one difficulty thing where it's just scaled to everybody, because I don't know how much fun the in-game players will have with that. But then again, it's good that they are thinking of the starter, you know, the starter players, and they're thinking of the starter, you know, accounts or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Every stage will be different, and you can combine / grow randomly generated heroes to explore the labyrinth with the strategy of your choice. Okay, so there's gonna be heroes you can just, I guess you can just use randomly. Okay, nice. Therefore, the underground labyrinth will essentially come to our knights as a roguelike content. Okay. And then the release in August. Content expansion functions and balance adjustments are in progress at the moment. We ask our knights to wait just a little longer. Okay. So there you go. In August, we should see this roll out. So we got a couple weeks until then. Now, again, like I said, we'll see what happens with this brand new game mode. I hope it's good, because you guys know I preach that this game needs some content, man. I preach it to the high heavens that we need some PvE content. So this is good. This is actually pretty good. The demonic beast, that's in-game content for sure. Like that, you cannot beat that without certain specific setups and whatever. But this, I mean, they could, again, like I said, they could make it different difficulties where it's normal, extreme, you know, hell, whatever. They could do that, and the harder difficulties will be geared more towards, you know, the veteran players, the seasoned players, whatever. I like that. So we'll see, but I'm glad that they're adding that. Now this is interesting. New final boss. We haven't had a brand new final boss in so long that I actually forgot when the last final boss they released, like brand new final boss they released, was. I don't even remember. They did finish up the 10 Commandments, and I think that was it. Like after they finished the 10 Commandments, we hadn't had a new one in a very, very long time. So they said they are preparing a new final boss battle. I'm assuming it's going to be the Archangels, right? I'm assuming that's what it is. It does say the first boss of the new final boss will be one of the 4 angels, which will probably end up being Sario, because we actually I don't even know if I can pull this up. We did get leaks a very long, I don't even know if I can pull this up. We did get leaks a very long time ago of a Sario as a final boss. Oh, here it goes. Okay, May 12th, right? So Sario has a final boss costume. That's the last time we even seen this. So it's been a couple of months now. Again, 7 Deadly Sins leaks is usually on the ball with this, so I believe it's gonna be Sario. I actually think it will be Sario, which that's pretty cool, right? Sario has a really dope design. I think this looks similar to Guild Wars, this costume, so not bad. But all right, let's keep going. And then they just say that they want to focus on strategic gameplay. The content rewards are pretty much just you farm up the rewards, right? So I don't know, they just want to improve the final boss. I don't really care too much about this section. If you do, you can just pause the video right here and you can look over it, but it's just going over basically the new final boss, and they want to revamp it with new strategies, and they don't just want you to farm up points for the rewards, which is weird because you kind of have to because they have the shop, so you kind of have to do that anyway, but it's fine. Additional system improvements. So apart from the plans mentioned above, additional improvements regarding convenience of gameplay, and shortening of deathmatch playtime. Okay, will also be implemented in July. After adding multiple heroes with different passives and missions in the contents that require specific heroes, we feel the need to implement a search function with filters to easily find the desired heroes. Consequently, we will be adding a new function where you can categorize the heroes depending on their passives and a method to check the hero's starting grade. Yes, okay, that's actually a really nice quality of life update. Really nice. This and this, that's really good. Okay, as for the unique filter, we will improve the system by allowing you to filter the heroes by the passive activation conditions. Okay, okay, that's good. So units that can't be used in PvP, only can be used in deathmatch, can only be used in demonic beast battle, stuff like that. They're gonna be adding this filter where you can just separate your units. Okay, that's good. Nice. That's a W. That's an absolute W right there, for sure. Besides the deathmatch, which can be played 6 times a day, still think they need to remove the limit of how many times you can play deathmatch. At this point, we're in the current state of the game where we don't need that, right? We really just, we don't need it anymore. In the boss battle needed to unlock the deathmatch, there have been many other weekly contents like the training cave, knighthood boss battle, and demonic beast that have been added to 7 Deadly Sins. Because of the overwhelming amount of repeated content, many of our knights have been able to tackle the higher contents. It saddens us to see such reality, and so we hope to mitigate this situation. We intend to bring about the improvements within August and will notify our knights through the update notices if more details should come up. Through this dev notes, we have covered details regarding the development progress of the new contents and difficulty adjustments to the demonic beast. We will be back with more interesting information in the next dev notes. Okay, so right here, you can mitigate this. You can mitigate the amount of overwhelming repeated content by literally just removing the deathmatch limit. Is a really big step. Really big step. I think that you should be able to just do the death matches whenever. I feel like that would be the best way to handle this. I don't know how they could do it, but they definitely could. They could remove, I don't know, they could remove the amount of times you need to do it. They could make the death match separate from boss battle now. That's a way they could do that. I don't know. They definitely could. So yeah, I think this is good. I think this was a good dev notes. It didn't talk about too much, but it did tackle some important things that we needed to know about, right? So I think they did pretty good. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, we'll see next month how we're looking. We will see next month. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That's gonna be another video. Take care, have an awesome rest of your day, and as always, you guys already know, I will see you all later.